we'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The former Missouri Tiger, Drew Lock, will be at quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
He's taken down at the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Drew Lock sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So 3rd and long now for Lock and the Broncos following the sack. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Call in a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On the ground.
A top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance of winning.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard.
On 2nd down, Richard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
Vegas.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. 2
what you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Carr completes it, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Carr to throw again. And will be intercepted. Picked up by Tom Davis. By the Bronco. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. We're scoreless after 1. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the 1st, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On second down, Richard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
On the ground, Richard. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 31.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, Richard.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're trying to get to Woods, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Callahan. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The 49-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
K.J. Hamler.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Locke. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Locke now on first down. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and 10 now from the 27. The pass there complete to Sutton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. ends up incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
It's a loss of 7, and now it's third down.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third and long, it's Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball.
This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry runs 60 yards. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard.
The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Locke working out of the gun. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Quickly into the hands of Waller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And this one will be brought back to the 22. one play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The ball carrier.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Open man is Winfrey.
Pass.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Makes the score. Broncos 9. Raiders.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you guys score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And now here's another interception. A.J. Bouye with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, man.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and... They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. operating from the gun. Lock, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Courtland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos will extend their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good.
Looks to me, Parker, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
3-yard line.
Now Carr again. They will take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. It's the fullback. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. 25-yard line. Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, type of bus driver game. That's just really wrong. being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of
3rd and 4. He did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
That's the end of the third.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Lock throwing on target to Fant. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was.
There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. And we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned.
It's now
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Lock. Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. 11 yards there. 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Lock going to get this into the hands of Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. It's now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 75 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tightrope. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's Locke. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
12. 1st down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And the Raiders have got him. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
12 yards.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. Brandon, how about that reaction there from the defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
Now he wants the football to town. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Lock. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Locke again. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Block. This will be caught at about the 5. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So they needed the onside kick, and they got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Carr going to go on 4th down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all after.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Intercepted. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The 36-yard line.
Carr going to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the